I've heard about it, but just briefly. When I was watching the news at home, I saw a news piece on this youth jail and how there was a lot of controversy around building it.
I have heard about it, but I just don't know any information about it. We watched a small documentary in my language arts class, but honestly, I feel like it shouldn't be built because we need to find more resources to get kids out of jail instead of making a new one.
No, it's pretty clear that punishment like prisons don't work to deter crime. Crimes happen because of a variety of factors having to do with poverty and lack of engagement with the community, alienation from family and community. And so we could build bigger jails, we could lock more people up, but the crimes will still happen because the root of the problem is not being addressed.
I don't think it will, although I could see why someone would think that. Like, obviously, if you have people who are criminals and then you put them in a detention center, then that would decrease the crime rate because they're not on the streets anymore, right? But I think that it's inequitable because, like, I feel like youth are already at risk sometimes and they commit certain crimes because maybe they don't have support at home, or maybe because they need food on the table and they have to steal stuff, and I think that or steal food to provide at home, and I don't think that overall this would help like decrease the crime rate.
No, I don't believe it's going to be successful. And what I know with working with YUIR, which is Youth Undoing Institutional Racism, is that they have gone to the people who are building the jail to say, we don't want the jail, but can we put programs in place to keep youth from going to jail? And the answer is, well, we're going to build the jail first and then we'll give the programs. But everybody knows that once they spend $200 million on a jail, they won't have any money for programs.
I don't believe that because I feel like we should be giving more funds to schools instead of having all the money go towards jails and stuff. Because right now they're trying to add classes, but we don't have enough money for it and enough resources for it. And I know a lot of students are struggling, and I feel like it would be more of a struggle because it gives teenagers more space to go to jail instead of having something to like motivate them to go to school and not be in that type of crime.
I would be sad, and it happens a lot. Not a lot, but it does happen. Students get arrested and end up in the juvenile academy. I actually substituted there when I first started teaching. They have a school inside the jail for students that are locked up there. And I just think it's a shame because I don't think young people ought to be locked up.
I have some family friends that are affected by the youth jail now, and it's really depressing and it's a little angering. Although he did something he shouldn't have, I think he is in there a little bit unfairly. He is a child that has a family that has, a whole support system. And when they went to even give him bail, they still refused. So I'm a little upset about it, but right now we just are gonna just keep plugging along with it.